Who's picking next?
This would be Ozzie Newsome would be on the clock, and
I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
You got a feeling on this one?
Got a feeling?
I don't want to pick which one, but I just feel like.
Well, they need offensive line really bad. There's an Alabama offensive lineman in this.
Yeah, well, this
16?
if you look at their needs there, 12th in pass offense, 12th in pass offense, 28th in run offense. Pass defense was 9th. Run defense was 5th.
Run defense was really good. I remember that being a storyline heading into the Cowboys-Ravens game. I mean, Zeke kind of ran over him, but he did that to everybody.
Could we see, let's see their needs here. Wide receiver, defensive end, outside linebacker, right tackle, defensive line, and then cornerback.
Right tackle sticks out like a sore thumb. They lost Rick Wagner. They really don't have anyone capable on the roster to fill that need. Could this be the first offensive lineman of the night?
Is this okay? You got Robinson, who's an Alabama kid.
Well, so I just mentioned that. It's the Alabama connection, it's
first offensive tackle off the board. It's going to be Cam Robinson.
Well, it's everybody believes it's going to be Ramchick.
And
the hips checked out fine.
Yep, it has.
The hips checked out fine. June, the doctors are going to clear him.
You sold me that Cam Robinson's not any good, Brian. You sold me on that. That's what you told me.
I don't disagree. I mean, it's a player that ends up on the ground too much. The balance issues.
I guess the point I was trying to make, I mean, are we, just like with Malik Hooker, are we at a situation where the Ravens never could have dreamed that either Allen or Howard would be there?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about both of them being top 10 picks.
I mean, Max Williams from Minnesota, the tight end, a couple years ago, is not panned out.
Nope.
The BYU tight end, Pitta, he's still there.
Yeah.
But
always hurt.
Exactly. So, I mean, Howard's in play here. And really, this is kind of what I saw his floor. I didn't think O.J. Howard would get past 12 in Cleveland, but they traded out.
Yeah.
He could have gone, I thought he'd go 10 to Buffalo. They traded out. Okay, well, Baltimore hasn't fallen in their lap. It's a heck of a pick.
I know they have Max Williams. I don't care. I mean, get your quarterback some weapons.
Yeah. Right. So, I think O.J. Howard should be in play here, as well as the first offensive lineman. I went with Forrest Lamp in my mock. I was told they really liked him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. These offensive line, it's kind of like the quarterbacks. You ask different teams, you get different opinions about who's the top one, how early they should go.
And I will say, this is simplifying it a little bit, but I feel a lot better drafting one of these guys if I'm asking him to play right tackle. At least right away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm of the opinion left and right tackles interchangeable, or at least they should be.
Yeah, you get rushers from both ends,
right?
But yeah.
So, but I get what you're saying. I worry just because, like, none of these tackles have ever played right tackle. They're all left tackles.
Sure.
What are all the Alabama connections still on the board?
Well, we got
Cam Robinson, O.J. Howard, Jonathan Allen, Marlon Humphrey.
I forgot about Humphrey.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking though. I'm just because Ozzie loves his Alabama guys. There's no doubt.
It's gonna be a Bama player. It has to be.
You think so?
No, I mean it would be a good storyline.
C.J. Mosley kind of fell a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought he would 2 years ago or 3 years ago now, and Baltimore scooped him up.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Once again, needs.
It's kind of like
we don't feel like too early. Is it too early for Godwin from Penn State? He would be my next wide receiver.
That would blow me away.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then take him out of the mix. Defensive end, outside linebacker. Who do you like? Do you have anybody in mind?
Pass rusher at this point is Dak.
Yeah.
Or Watt. I mean.
We mentioned Alabama connections. We forgot Foster too.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you look at that. You look at the right tackle. We've already talked about Cam Robinson. Defensive lineman Allen. We've talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
Cornerback. We talked about the Alabama
Humphrey.
what
Yeah.
do you think about Humphrey?
I thought Philly was in play at Philly at 14 because they need a corner really badly. He probably becomes the number 2 corner in this draft for a lot of teams after the Conley situation.
Yeah.
We know that the Ravens have a need at corner.
Yeah.
It's possible.
The Ravens also play in the AFC North.
Here we go.
Physicality is key.
Yeah, here we go. Picks in.
First picked. I'm joined by TJ Owanabe from Laurel, Maryland, who is participating in the Make-A-Wish program. They're just giving you a crown. Let 'em TJ is 14 years old. He's a cancer survivor. He loves to play football and watches Ravens. Okay, TJ, it's time to make your dream come true.
With the 16th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Marlon Humphrey, defensive back from Alabama.
There you go.
Alabama connection.
I had the
Good
wrong
call.
Bama guy, but I was right in the thought process.
Good call, Mr. Broadus.
Yeah, well, just that's Ozzie.
It is.
That's Ozzie and his Alabama. But I tell you what, Dane, you've been spot on in your team needs. You really, really have, and that's helped me a lot think about what they potentially going to do. So, thumbnail about Marlon Humphrey.
When you build a corner, it looks something like Marlon Humphrey. He's north of 6 foot, long arms, a 4.4 athlete. His dad is a former first-round pick, Bobby Humphrey, the running back.
Yep. Played against him.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, he played. I watched him play.
Yeah. This is a player that the physicality is there. I mean, this is probably the most aggressive corner in this draft in terms of run support. He enjoys contact, which you can't say about most corners. But what he really needs to improve on is down the field. Turning his head, locating, making a play on the ball. It's something that burned him quite a bit on several occasions when you watch him on film. But similar to, say, Landon Collins, I know it's a different position at safety, but a player we watched at Alabama get burned a little bit, needed to get better in coverage, and he has. Marlon Humphrey, only a redshirt sophomore, a very young player, I think will get better in coverage down the field and can live up to this draft spot, the number 2 corner in this draft.
Yeah, me personally, I thought Marlon Humphrey might be better suited to play strong safety in this league. I don't have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with him starting out with corner, but I feel like that maybe his best position down the road would be strong safety, where you could let things stay in front of him. He could play really deep, and he could keep things in front. When you watch him drive on the football, he's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
He's impressive because he will knock you unconscious. And you watch the USC tape, and he's blowing up guys right and left. So I thought maybe his better position, you talk about the turn, find the ball and all that stuff, maybe if you could keep things in front of him where he doesn't have to turn his back a whole lot to the play and he can go do it, well, let's see if that, in fact, can happen. But